Hey you guys, it's Sonia. So I just want to come and do a quick video because I wanted to talk about something that I noticed that I've been seeing more and more on Instagram. I follow a lot of people with sister locks and traditional locks or just locks in general on Instagram, but mostly people with sister locks because, of course, in the beginning I have sister locks. And what I've been noticing and what's been kind of disheartening is the amount of women who don't know what to do with their hair while we're under this quarantine and shutdown. And, in certain parts of the states, the salons are still closed and we can't get to our consultants or locticians to take care of our hair. And there's a lot of women who just got sister locks, or they've had their sister locks for maybe 9 months, 11 months, or whatever, and they don't know how to retie their hair. A lot of them said that they just refuse to fork up $325 to give to sister locks to learn virtually how to retie their hair. And thankfully, there are some who are fortunate enough to have consultants who are willing to teach them virtually themselves on how to retie their hair. And I'm pretty sure they're charging a fee, more than likely cheaper than what Sister Locks is charging. And to be completely honest, I think Sister Locks kind of rushed their little program because they found out that other locticians, consultants, whoever were already offering to teach their clients how to retie their own hair for a low fee. And then all of a sudden, boom, here's Sister Locks charging $325. And seriously, with the economy the way it is right now, there's a lot of people who have lost their jobs or who are laid off, and they're depending on unemployment to survive or their savings. There's a lot of people who applied for unemployment who are still waiting to get their unemployment. And, to ask for $325 to learn how to retighten your hair during a pandemic, to me, it's not right. So, there's a lot of people out here who do not know what to do. So I spent some time with someone on Instagram who is new to Sister Locks. I think she's had hers for about 9 months, and these women are actually losing locks because they haven't had a retie in so many months. And that's the downfall of going a long time without a retie. If you go a long time without a retie and you have sister locks, yes, they will thin out and they will fall out. You will lose them. They will hang on by a thread. And for me, that was the main thing that made me go ahead and combine my locks, because I did start to notice in certain places thin locks, and I knew it was because I hadn't had a retie since January. January was my last retie. It was, I think, mid or late January. So that's a long time for me. And I've had my locks for over a year. These women are new to Sister Locks. They haven't reached their 1 year mark yet. And one of them stated that she had already lost like 3 or 4 locks because they just thinned out. She hadn't had a retie in a really long time. And other people started chiming in on that thread on Instagram stating that they too have been losing locks and they didn't know what to do. So I was thinking, like, what is your loctician telling you to do? Like, are they not advising you to combine those locks? And I didn't even ask them. It was just something I was thinking to myself. So I just chimed in and I let them know, hey, you need to combine those weak locks with a stronger lock. Find a stronger lock that's next to that weak lock, and then just two strand twist it together, and that's how you save your locks. You know, you don't have to keep losing hair, losing locks because you know, you don't know what to do, or because you were not able to get a retie yet. Save those locks. And it blew my mind at how many of these women did not know that that was all you had to do to save their locks. And I'm also surprised that their locticians or consultants, whoever was caring for their hair, never thought to tell them that. Like, they should be telling you and giving you tips on how to maintain and save your locks during this time until they can see you again. You know they're not going to be able to see you. So tell them how to take care of their hair until they can see you. I combined my locks. One, because I had already been thinking about doing it. I always knew that I wanted, bigger locks. Like sister locks were pretty. Yeah, I got them. And after having them, not even a year, I was like, yeah, I should have went with my gut and did the bigger locks. So combining my locks so I can have bigger locks was already on my mind. It was something I knew that I was going to do or look into. When the coronavirus hit and it pretty much put us all on lockdown, that's what forced me to go ahead and combine my locks, because I was having those issues with thinning locks. I did not want to lose my locks. That's like my worst nightmare come true, is to have locks start to fall out. So I went on ahead and combined my locks, and I'm glad I did. And I think I'm going to combine them one more time so they can be bigger. But I just wanted to come on and kind of share that with you guys, because I was surprised that so many women with sister locks was on Instagram on this particular person's page who did not know what to do to save their locks. And so many that had chimed in and said that yeah, I'm losing locks too. I've had 3, 4, 5 fall out on me already. And I'm like, ladies, just take those weak locks and combine them. It's so easy. Just 2 strand twist them and just keep doing that. Save your hair. Don't go bald, because had I not combined my locks, I would have all kind of patches in my head from locks that had fallen out. So, and one lady said, well, I don't know how to do that. And I said, and that's when I literally, I had to just explain to her, you take that weak lock, find a stronger lock right next to it, just find one, and you just twist. That's it. 2 strand twist. That's it. And so yeah, I mean, that was very concerning. And again, like I said, it made me wonder, why aren't your consultants telling you this? Why aren't they reaching out to their clients and saying, hey, how are you doing? How's your hair? Do you need some help? Do you need some advice? This is what you can do if X, Y, and Z is happening to you. They should know this. Everyone should know this. And if nothing else, get on the internet, go to YouTube and just look up, how to save a lock, or how to combine locks, or, if you have thinning sister locks, what do you do? And I had to explain to them, because there's people who thought that your locks can never fall out. You can't lose hair, or you don't get breakage when you have locks. Yeah, you do. Yes, you can. Anybody, I don't care if you have sister locks, traditional locks, whatever, your hair can break off if it's not taken care of properly. And especially with sister locks, if you don't stick to your scheduled reties, you will have breakage. You will lose locks. That's why it's so important to stay on schedule with your reties. And this coronavirus has forced all of us to not be able to stay on schedule with our reties unless you know how to do your own retie. But if you don't, that really puts you in a bad space, and it really puts your hair in a bad way because you don't have someone taking care of it regularly, or you never learned how to take care of it yourself. As far as learning how to do your own retie, I tried to do my own retie, but I had so much new growth that it just did not work. I kept combining locks, I was creating knots, and it was just a mess. And so I stopped because I didn't want to ruin my hair. I'm not going to make myself go bald trying to experiment and learn. And that's why I combine my locks. Right now, I had washed my hair last week, I think, last week or the week before. I can't remember, but I washed it. I think it was my first wash since combining my locks. And that's another thing. Now that my locks are combined, I am not going to be washing my hair a whole lot. My cousin did text me and say that she's going to start back to seeing clients at the end of the month. So I have an appointment with her, I think for the 23rd, but I need to confirm that with her, the 23rd of May. And hopefully by then, I think it'll be time for me to have a retie. If not, I will have her to seal my ends because I still haven't done that. And I keep saying I'm going to do that, but I haven't. I'm going to have her to seal my ends, or even have her do some more combining for me for the locks, because I feel there are some thin ones that were combined that can be combined again. These two right here, for an example, they could be combined again, because I still I like these. I like the way they flow. They're still very free flowing locks, and I do like that, but I still want bigger. So once I get that size that I like, I believe that's when I'll stop combining my locks. But for right now, I feel like there's a few more that could be combined. And like I said, in the back is where my hair is thicker. The locks are thicker, so I don't too much have that concern for a lot of the locks in the back, but it's for the locks in the front, around the perimeter, around my edge line. Those are the ones I feel like can be combined more. So I will, when I go see my cousin, I'll let her look at my hair and see what she says, and then also let her know what I want to do with my hair. But that was it. That's really all I want to say is, you guys, do not let your hair fall out, especially if you have sister locks. If you have thinning locks anywhere, combine them. Don't let them hang on by a strand and fall out. Combine them before they even get to that point. If you notice that they're just really thin or they're getting thin, combine that lock and save it. And that's really all you can do until you're able to see your loctician or consultant again. So I just want to pass that on and say hey to everybody, and I hope everybody is staying safe and healthy. And yeah, take care of your hair as best you can, you guys. And thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share. And hey to my subscribers, thank you all for subscribing and watching. Drop some comments if you've had this issue, if you have sister locks and you've had questions about what you should do, or if you've had locks fall out because your locks have thinned so much. Throw a comment down there. Let me know how you handle that, or if your loctician or consultant has been in contact with you and told you how to handle that. I want to hear about it. So drop some comments. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye.